The topic I want to address in today's video is this particular mural here behind me, and you will see all of it, and we will try to go into as much detail as possible so that we can find out what it is. Today I'm under the South Fort Street Bridge in Leith, making a video that I've been meaning to make for ages, and this is about something that I find really amazing and fascinating, and also a mystery. So I'm really hoping for your help to solve this mystery. Now, the thing we want to talk about today is street art. If you've been following me for a while, watching any of my videos, then you know that I appreciate it. I'm really fascinated by it, and I think it makes our neighborhoods really interesting, colorful. I love walking around and finding murals and paintings and pictures, and trying to decipher them or just appreciate them, taking pictures. And in this area particularly, and in all of Edinburgh, I often find pictures and murals that are connected, and they certainly look similar, and they look like they may have been made by the same artists. And for the purpose of this video, please allow me to use the word graffiti freely. I know that it has been known to perhaps be associated as an offensive or negative term. I do not consider this vandalism. I do appreciate this kind of artistic expression. I'm going to be talking about decorating otherwise ugly or drab places with beautiful, colorful art, like the stuff behind me here. I've been going around Edinburgh, and particularly around the Leith, New Haven area, and finding this mural over and over again. It's really weird, and at this point I'm just super curious to find out who made it or who makes it, because it keeps popping up everywhere, and also, most importantly, what it means. It's a little bit cryptic, it has things written on it, so it should be a bit easier for us to try and decipher it, but it does seem a bit random, and I can't for the life of me make sense out of it. So behind me here you can see this mural. It's very colorful, very beautiful, lots of interesting elements and lines, and it's really cool to look at, first of all. So whoever made it, thank you. But I just want to know the meaning of it. So if you made it, or if you know who made it, please let me know what this is supposed to mean. So this motive of Doon your tea and eat your bread has popped up time and time again, especially again around Leith, the Leith area. And when I've spoken to people about it, the saying alone, eat your bread, doon your tea, sounds like something that your mother may say to you, like eat your meal, drink your tea, be good, do as you're told. So that was the sort of raw material we're working with. I was told that that's what that is supposed to mean. Eat your bread, doon your tea, do as you're told, don't be dumb, basically, don't misbehave. However, these murals make it so much more complicated to decipher. There's so many elements to it. There is like this green monster that seems to be holding like I believe a loaf of bread, and there's this knight that has this shield that says Doon your tea. On the bottom of his sword there you can see with the love heart something that looks a bit like a cup, cupped tea. Again, all these elements. It's so mysterious, it's so crazy and fascinating, and I just love the madness of it. There's also some words written on it. There's bread, you can see this. I assume what he's holding there is like a big baguette, big piece of bread. So this is the bread monster, and that is the knight with the tea. I don't understand if these characters are saying to each other, eat your bread, and he says, doon your tea. How this is supposed to play out, I have no idea how it connects. It also says things on it like, and I quote, filthy animal, rave on, skag. Now skag, I'm sure most of you locals know, but for anybody who doesn't know, skag is another word used for the drug heroin, which is quite the drug of choice here in Edinburgh. So I wonder if this is in any way connected to the drug itself, the bread, the tea. I mean, these pictures have popped up everywhere, all around the shore, in New Haven, as you go out to the sort of peninsula. It's right there on the wall, a massive one just like this, a mural like this, and they all look to be sort of created by the same person. They all have the same style, the same elements, the same colors, the same characters, these two guys mostly. There's also random words spray painted onto trash cans, bins, whatever, walls, just saying Doon your tea, little sort of simple ones like that. So it seems to be like a really popular phrase and keyword. The knight, the bread monster, the skag, Ravon, all of that stuff, all of these elements. Why is it a sword? Why is it a skag knight? Why is it a bread monster? Seriously, is this in any way connected to Leith and the culture of Leith? Has this something to do with the drug abuse sort of element of the area, especially in the past times? If you made this, honestly, kudos to you. You're very persistent because it's all over the city, and I wonder if it's the same person making them. So just walking past the meadows and randomly stumbled upon this mural here, this little piece of street art. The green guy, which seems to be some sort of a monster, I don't know, it's not a dragon because it looks like it's dressed, so kind of like a Shrek-like figure with like a big old baguette. Beside him here is another guy in like full armor, which appears to be like a knight with a sword, and he's fighting him with the baguette. I don't know, is that what's happening here? But anyway, the most important thing is that we've seen it many times around Leith, and we've seen it a couple of times around the city centre in Edinburgh and different areas, on murals, sprayed painted on walls, you know, all different kind of stuff. And it's got these sayings on it, these phrases that we are not really too sure about, and we don't really know what they mean. So we're wondering if we could get to the bottom of this mystery. So this guy with the baguette goes, "Eat your bread," and the guy, the knight, says, "Doon your tea." I'm not sure if he has the tea. It seems that he has the tea on his, that's on his little shield there. So on his shield he's got "Doon your tea," which in Scots would mean, you know, down your tea, as in drink your tea, finish your tea. And then the eat your bread, I think that is self-explanatory, so just eat your bread. So we were just wondering, since this is actually such a pretty rendition, we've got lots of colors there, and it's like a nice little cartoon of like a guy with big teeth, a big monster guy saying "eat your bread" with a big ass bread in his hand, and the knight with the shield saying "Doon your tea." So what may that possibly mean? We have a few hypotheses, but let's find out what more we can see on this topic around Edinburgh. So anyway, to keep it short and sweet, if you know anything about this, or if you have any idea what it means, perhaps you have grown up in this place and you know more about it than I do, please let me know in the comments. I would be fascinated to find out what it is. I hope you once again enjoyed today's video and taking this crazy ride with me around Edinburgh on the Doon your tea, eat your bread mystery. See you later, guys. And before anybody out there, any haters, leave a comment that I condone vandalism and things like that, I think we can all, with common sense, distinguish vandalism from art and a creative form of expression.